Yeah. This is your boy LaRon, female rapper Lee, back with another video. Please come and subscribe to this channel, thumbs up the video, hit the bell notification, hit all notifications so you know when I go live or when I upload. I promise you, like I done got into my groove of uploading videos and I'm gonna stay right there. But sometimes I be feeling bad because I do want to come and chit chat. So I'd rather come and talk about just things that I didn't plan on, Um, I didn't really want to do a breakdown of this like uploading. I didn't want to do that. So I just was like, let me come and chit chat and talk and then I'm gonna get right back into my groove. So listen, I hope all of y'all are doing well. I actually was thinking about this earlier. So I want to ask y'all a question, right? Because I always have to say something non-related to the video at first. So and if whether you catch it now or you put it in the comments or whatever, but I just want to know your feedback. So I'm the type of person where it's like if I'm your friend, right? I feel as though like if I find out something good or if I'm doing something good, I want you to know about it or I want to put you onto it. Or if I feel like if I could properly like guide you on some shit, I want to be like the best type of friend that I can be, but I could be honest with you. If I feel like that you're not doing that shit, then my approach and my delivery will be a little bit harsh, right? So I had to really think about it today, and I don't even know if I don't know if I should check myself or I don't know if this is the way that a person should be. So for like the past 3 months, like I've really just been like just evaluating shit and just making sure that I'm eating more vegetables, more fruits, getting regular exercise and everything, right? It's so crazy that it's like I promise you, like I'm not even really trying to lose. I'm not even trying to like really lose weight. And everybody at my job is like, oh my god, like what is going on with you? I'm like, I'm not really doing it. Like I don't really like get too deep into it. But the bottom line of what I'm trying to say is like right. So I have this one friend, and so my friend, so they have high blood pressure, borderline diabetes, and on top of that, like what is that situation? What happens where you need like one of those breathing machines, sleep apnea? So I'm the type of friend where I feel like if I'm your friend, I would rather tell you everything while you're here now, so you could do whatever to save your life, so that you don't go down this, continually doing all of these toxic and bad habits. So this friend, I've known him probably since 2018, and I'm like, yo, you got sleep apnea, you got all this stuff, you got high blood pressure, you smoke cigarettes on top of it, you barely eat any like fruits, vegetables, or anything like that. So I don't know, like my friend kind of got mad at me because they like, you always trying to tell somebody, but it'd be different if I was trying to tell you what to do and it was something toxic. If I'm like, yo, fry that chicken every night, eat it with them French fries, and whatever the case may be. I'm like, yo, like even yesterday, like we had like a little barbecue, and I'm like, yo, like, did you make? And this is why I know anytime I go over there for a barbecue, eat your vegetables at home because when you get over there, you're only gonna really eat meat. So I got over there, but I'm disciplined with myself. Like yesterday, being that I had like barbecue, and I didn't even really have nothing bad. I just probably had like a few barbecue chicken wings or whatever the case may be. But today we had no meat, so I feel like I'm disciplined on myself. If I feel like I had too much meat on one day, the next day or the next 2 days we're not going to do meat, and we just going to do straight vegetables. So that's what I had. But what I'm trying to say is that I don't want to come off as that I'm pushing, and it's not even that I feel like I'm pushing my ways off on a person. But if you look at all of the things stacked up against a person, if they got high blood pressure, sleep apnea, you smoke cigarettes on top of it, and then you don't even really want to eat healthy. You don't even really want to eat fruits and vegetables. I feel like if I'm your friend, it is my job to tell you, like, yo, like, what's going on? Like, and listen, this might be the brutally honest part that people might not like. And I even be like, you must want to die. I don't. This is what I be talking like. I don't care what you say. I say you must want to die because yo. And then on top of it, you got jab too. So who knows what's really going on? So you got high blood pressure, you got the jab, you got sleep apnea, then you smoke cigarettes on top of it. You don't want to eat no fruits and vegetables. I'm like, yo. And imagine like the place where they live at in the city. They have a really nice apartment. They live in a really nice like walking area. Me right now, I kind of live like in more of like a suburb type area, and I don't really like walking where I'm at. But it's all good because I go to the gym. I'm like, yo, you have an amazing street that you live on. Why you ain't walking the street after work? I said, yo, if I lived over here, I would be spinning this block like 2 or 3 times. Like you would get all of your steps in. Don't want to do nothing extra. But my thing is, it's like, am I wasting my time telling a person this? Do we just let people evolve the way that they supposed to evolve? Or is it your duty as a friend to try to like to speak, health conscious onto your other friends and be like, yo, why you ain't, you know what I'm saying? Why you ain't doing this? Or why? I just feel like it's your duty. I feel like if you should not let somebody sit back and just crumble and just let them just fall off the face of the earth. Like, I don't feel like you should do that. Just like with my friend at work, right? I'm telling you, she told me the other day, she was just like, you know what? I really value the stuff that you tell me, whatever the case may be, like just on some personal stuff, like not even about eating healthy. But I was telling her because she was in the office and a lot of people get caught up on this vegan. You be seeing on YouTube where people make all these foods that's supposed to taste like meat and it's not me. Well, let me tell you this, right? One time I purchased the impossible, I think it's the impossible Italian sausage, and I did not like it. I bought it one time and I never bought it again. You know what I didn't like? If this is supposed to be plant-based, why am I eating? Okay, so this is plant-based and it's supposed to be sausage and it's supposed to have like the taste or whatever, like the spice that they put in it. It's supposed to be like sausage, but it has all these added, like all these fillers in it. It's like this is supposed to be vegan. Is supposed to mean that you're supposed to be eating healthy. Like if I want to eat meat, I'm gonna. Why can't I just go get Italian sausage and just make it the way I want to? So I was just telling her that she was just showing me all this stuff in her freezer. I said, "You eating all this vegan stuff?" But I said, "It's all like processed food. It's all. It's like at the end of the day, you should have just ate meat. You should have just ate meat." Me and her talked about that for weeks, and she said, "You know what? I threw all that stuff away because you're right. It don't even make me feel the way that I used to." See, and I think she really got caught up when people just saying they vegan, like, "Oh, you don't eat meat no more." Notice that's trendy for people to say it, but what are you doing it for? Do you really love fruits and vegetables like that, and you really could just go off on that? Because listen, me, I eat more fruits and vegetables than I do meat. Like I said, most of the day I only eat meat for dinner and it's chicken breasts. Like it's always chicken breasts. Like that's what I have most of the time. And I even started going to like Sam's Club and I'll get like a rotisserie. I'll be feeling so bad that I'll be wasting that bird like that because I only will eat the wings off of it and the breast. That's all I eat, and I throw the whole carcass away. So that'll last me about maybe about 3 to 4 days, maybe. Yeah. But what I'm saying is like I just try to tell people stuff around me because it's like, why would you hoard all of the information? Or, you know what I'm saying? You don't do better by not sharing information with people. So I feel like you should share information with people so that they can grow. So it's like, and listen, let me tell you something. Even though I said that to my friend, I'm like, yo, the way that you going and also health freaks can be a little annoying. But listen, I understand that, Eleanor. But what I'm trying to say is, would you rather me try to put you onto something, or would you rather let me just be the one that's doing good and gaining health and gaining, and my well-being is intact, and you're the one over there and you just I feel like sometimes when you have friends, you're supposed to hold each other accountable. Like if you're supposed to be friends, you want your friend to be around. You don't want your friend to be dying because they eating Doritos every day. They got sleep apnea, smoking cigarettes, not want to eat no vegetables, not trying to walk. And like, no, nah, I'm sorry. So you might as well just not want to be my friend. And I understand what you mean as far as it being annoying, but I feel like we all need some sort of push. So you could check me in the comments if you feel as though that I'm wrong or whatever the case may be. And yeah, I did say that. I said you must want to die. I am one of those friends. I'm a straight shooter. I don't care. Like I'm a straight shooter. I don't care. It's more room out than in, and I would rather say it than whatever. Thing is, not everyone is ready for the truth of the situation. Put me on, but don't be telling me what to do. But listen, you have to realize if you not, but see, maybe you don't have the same circumstances stacked against you. Maybe you don't have the high blood pressure. Maybe you don't have that pre-diabetic. Maybe you don't have you know what I'm saying? Like hypertension, high blood pressure, and then come on, like what are you supposed to do? Just watch a person just kill themselves every day? Say you knew that your boyfriend had high blood pressure. You gonna make him fried chicken and fries every night? Come on. Come on. You're doing incredible. Please tell your friends the truth. You have been a blessing to me. Thank you. I appreciate that, DeMarcus mom. You know what I'm saying? But I understand both sides of it though. He needs to take the supplements, broccoli sprout extract and oil and oregano, and lastly Flintstones Complete by Bayer for blood pressure. This is what I'm saying. And then they say they say that you should have more potassium, especially if you have high blood pressure. I'm like, yo, you want to know what pissed me off? We had a barbecue last week and it was a few people over there. And tell me if I'm bugging or not, right? And then I promise you I'm gonna go on into the topic. This is gonna be a quick video anyway. So tell me if I'm bugging. The way that I eat fruits and vegetables, and listen, and maybe this is my little narcissistic point. I don't know. The way that I eat fruits and vegetables, if you go into the store, they have these watermelons, not the elongated, huge watermelons. We had a cookout last week. I left half of the watermelon over there. When I went back over there yesterday for the cookout, and I went back over there yesterday last night. I'm like, you still got watermelon? Yo, how much wood? Like this shit would have been gone. When I tell you the way that I eat watermelon and fruits and stuff, and it's not even expensive in Texas. I don't. I know New York is different, so maybe that y'all thinking like, New York may be different shit. But what I'm trying to say is that watermelon costs like $2. And I constantly be telling my friend, like, yo, HEB got a sale. Just like right now, they got cherries on sale for $1.98 a pound. Go and get you some. Go get you some fruit. I just be feeling like the fruit be sitting like that watermelon should have been gone by no later than Wednesday. Like, oh, I'm putting it in my smoothies and stuff. Like, nah, you don't really like fruits and vegetables like that. You know what? Maybe the person is where you got to let people evolve the way that they want to be. But I don't want to be sitting here and then be like, damn, my friend had a stroke. Damn, my friend had a heart attack. They no longer here. Damn, like they all paralyzed and shit due to the way that they eat, and they just don't see. They don't want to change. Like that shit is crazy to me. Like. So anyway, let me scroll down and read a few more comments. Yes, I do too. Eggs was on sale, and I was calling my sister like, "Yo, um, most diseases Black people die from are preventable." That's what I'm saying. Listen. I'm gonna be. I'm listen. I'm trying to be the last one standing, not the last one standing, but why would you want to go through a life of putting your body through hell just to eat good every single day? Like, nah. You know what's so crazy? Real talk. Today was my off day from the gym. Right. I work out 6 days a week for 50 minutes, right? I go to the gym 6 days a week. And today was my off day. And I promise you, it took everything within me to just like I felt like I didn't know what to do because I don't really like I don't have a like I have some orders that I'm gonna work either tomorrow or Wednesday, but it's like I don't want to sit still. And I feel like the more I keep moving is the more better off that I am. But I realize I do need a rest day because I do strenuous workouts. Like, you know what I'm saying? I do, strenuous workouts. So I need to have a day off. But even today, it's like, damn. And I'm going back home to New York next month. And I'm like, damn, I'm gonna be there 4 days. I guarantee you, I'm gonna do this shit. They have a gym upstate New York. You get a free 7-day trial. I'm gonna be going to that gym every single day when I'm up there. I'm not gonna be going home and just falling off. When I'm on, I'm on. When I'm off, I'm off. So I just want to stay I want to stay in the fight. And my friend Tanya, she said something that was very potent the other day. She said, as long as you're constantly on the path of improvement, you'll keep getting better and better. When you become complacent, it's only going down from there. And that shit resonated with me so much. Because think about it. When you're constantly like, if you're like, oh, I want to improve, just like with Yuki Dollar, how you said you getting your real estate license. You got to put the work in for it. But if you just get your real estate license, you sit back like, well, I ain't doing nothing, or whatever the case may be, it's only going to go down, and then you're going to get into something else because you're going to feel like the real estate ain't working. You got to constantly be on a forward path of just moving, no matter what it is. No matter, you just got to keep it moving. And it may be hard, but I feel like as long as you are trying to progress, you can only go up. When you become complacent, you know how people get in relationships and maybe a nigga is beating their ass, and then either they're going to leave and get better, or they're going to stay there, and then it's going to stay the same, and it's just going to get worse and worse. He's going to whip your ass even more. First the fights might start from him blacking your eye or something, and then maybe a year or two you're going to start being hospitalized. So yeah, so it is only going to decline. So when you're going for the best and you want the better, I feel like you will tread that way. I started working out again 2 weeks ago, lost 7 pounds, and especially inches from see, that's what I'm saying, Lala. And you know what? I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, right? And y'all know that I have a cookie business, right? I honestly feel like with the way that I work now, and I felt like I've been too scrambled, right? So it's like I love doing commentary. I have my job and I have my business. And I've been kind of falling back, even though I get charged $100 every month for my website. Thank God that I just had the money to pay it. But I've been scaling back because I feel like my attention has been in too many places. Like, yeah, I love the fact that I do have a business, but I need to focus on me. If I am not okay, and thank God I don't have no high blood pressure or anything like that, but if I am not okay, none of those other things work. None of them. None of those other things work. So I got to make sure that I'm okay. I need to make sure that I'm on the right path. And then when when I feel like I'm a little bit more set in, then I'll revisit and then I'll start promoting and doing stuff like that. But you can't. That's one of my biggest issues that I've noticed in my life, that I try to take on too much at one time. No, I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to work it. I'm going to take care of myself first, and then everything else will fall into place. So yeah, mental health first. Yeah, same health as well. So anyway, I want to bring this up. Let me go to the neighborhood talk. This is really going to be a quick. Damn, it's 10 o'clock already. I'm going to be off here by 10:30 because let me see. This wasn't even really like a huge. Well, know, I say that it wasn't really a huge topic because I seen, how like the neighborhood talk and the shade room, they be posting stuff. And I had seen the shade room post something about this. And I think like after like an hour, it had like 12K likes. But I just felt like the topic at hand was interesting to me. So I wanted to come and talk about it because I didn't want to make a video about it. I already know what I'm going to make a video about tonight. I don't know if I'm going to put it out tonight or I'm going to wait till the morning. So let me go to the no, let me go to the shade room. Yeah. Oh man, let me go over here. So, where did this start at earlier with Asian doll? So, this is so crazy too. Hold on. Let me go back. Sis stole my look. Hold on. All right. So, I think this may be where it started. All right. So Asian doll, she was going off today, and a lot of the tweets she deleted them today too. She deleted them. So diamonds on my face. I started that crazy eye makeup. I started that skirts and platforms was my signature look. Literally. So stop. The she started that. I was the first black female endorsed by Dolls Kill. I started the Dolls Kill wave for black girls, and that's facts. Now I understand that everybody wants to have something that they feel as though that they started and that they, that pretty much that they trailblaze. But the thing about it is, it's like, yo, let me tell you this, right? I think is how soon that people maybe forget of, certain things that different artists did. Because, for example, with Nicki had a lot of different styles. Let's just pause this right here. So, how old? This was from the Romans Reloaded album. And not that the skirt is the same type of skirt, but you're gonna see as I scroll through here. So she says she started what? Let me go back. Skirts and platforms was my signature look. Yeah, from mommy. From the one that you inspired by. And I felt like it was so crazy. When I seen Nicki post this like 2 hours ago, I said, yo, she is crazy. Like, and to be honest, like, I don't even think that. I don't think it's shade. I just feel like she clocking her. Like, stop it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nikki Ben did that shit. So that's the Harajuku look that Nikki was going for. What else did she post? There was another outfit. So we seen that one. Um, like let me say this. Let me say this though, right? A lot of girls could have a style and they can throw their own spin on it because I feel like Ice Spice, she has her own style, and even though Asian, oh, I even wait. Asian doll actually unfollowed Ice Spice, and I'm gonna get to that, but I just wanted to get that out. She unfollowed Ice Spice. Look at this. Doesn't that look a little familiar to how girls is wearing their boots and stuff? Like, I feel like Nikki is just trying to say, like, she don't care, but like, stop playing these games, Asian. Like, you was the one who started this and you trailblazed this style. Asian may have put her little ghetto spin on it, but it's not something that hasn't been done before. Like, you understand what I'm saying? And even Nikki, she was inspired, from the Harajuku style to even, create these type of styles. So I just feel like Nikki is just like, stop the cap, Asian doll. Like, you didn't start like any wave of anything of females doing, dressing like that. You got it from Nikki and you threw your spin on it. Now, the diamonds on the face, I did see Asian doll doing that. And I want to be completely fair. I know a lot of people like Rico Nasty. I don't follow her like that, but yeah, I do see her. You know what was so crazy? Rico Nasty came to Houston, Texas, and I remember that this is when Malibu Mitch when she was first coming up. And I remember I felt so bad, yo. Like, yo, she was performing at like this place called, it was like a really small venue called like the Peacock Room or whatever in Houston. And I remember Rico Nasty was standing outside of that show. And I just remember getting there and just walking in. And I was like, oh, I think that was Rico Nasty. She was standing outside of the venue. Right. But once I seen Malibu Mitch, I was up out of there. Like I didn't even stay for the full show. I just wanted to show her some New York love. So that was when she had that bad bitch better give us some money. Bussy good, better give us some money. That was one of her biggest songs. And that was how long ago? Attitude. Give us some money. Yup, that was back then. So that was that. Let me just see. So Asian Doll posted that. Is there anything else to go with this? So this is all of her looks. Look how similar that, like, come on. You was the first one to wear what? With big platforms, what? All it is reinvention. While this might not look exactly like Nicki, you know what I'm saying? It does, it's across those same lines. It is. Go sit in the corner, please. Y'all was going back and forth about the skirt last night. Whole time, this is the real trendsetter. But you know what I noticed? Everybody, y'all was going back and forth about the skirt last night. This is the real trendsetter. So you see Ice Spice, you see Lotto, and Lotto just started copying Ice Spice. I don't care what nobody say, and I don't even know what that girl's name is. I seen them talking about that early, but if it don't leave no real estate in my mind, I forget their name. Point blank. So Asian Doll is in her feelings about that. And I just feel like with Asian, she just wants something to call her own so bad, baby. And you didn't even create that style. Let's be completely honest. And like, I love Nicki too, but it's like Nicki, yes, that's her way that she threw it together, but that's like Harajuku style, the way that they dress. It's like, you're not the first person who did that. I don't know why Asian, she does this so much. And I just want to say this also. Let me go back over here because I want to show y'all this. Hold on. Asian Doll, she definitely. Give me a second. Fuck. Yo, why is this shit stuck? All right. So I want to go to Asian Doll page because. Let me see. Share this tab. She follow Remy Ma. That's interesting. Arrogant Tay. Coil Ray Bia. Oh, she don't follow Ice Spice no more. Let me see if let me see, because let me tell you, Asian Doll, she feels some sort of way. And I don't know if it's because Ice Spice linked up with Nicki or what, but she definitely recently unfollowed her. Let me scroll down and see this. Because remember Asian Doll, when Princess Diana remix came out, she did a video on her page and she was singing Princess Diana, but it was only the version with Ice Spice. Did she delete it? Let's see. Look at this right here. Now, this is Asian spin. Yes, that's her spin on it, but that's not new. It ain't new. I just feel as though, you know what it is though? Asian Doll, when she see everybody else doing it, probably like the Ice Spice, and she's like, damn, maybe I should just start riding back in my lane or whatever. And she feeling some sort of way about it. If that's your old swag, just let it go. But I feel like she wants credit off of it. But let me tell you this, right? A look. And y'all know that I like Asian Dolls, some of her music, right? But let me tell you this. A look is not going to sell records. You got to have more behind it to that. I understand her being territorial with looks. Let's see. Did she delete the video? Yeah, she deleted that video singing Princess Diana. Yo, she ain't feeling Ice Spice. She deleted that shit and she definitely unfollowed it. She unfollowed her. Let me make sure she got signed right there. That was that where the fun niggas at. Yeah, she had a video on here singing. Wait a minute. Is it this? Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, she and her feelings. I don't know what it is. Why did she unfollow Ice Spice? Give me a sec. Give me a second. I want to see some Ice Spice follow her. Give me a second. Let me check this out. Maybe she never followed her. She followed Young Devin. She followed London Hill, Sexy Red, Nicki Minaj, JT, Clea Trapper. That's her friend. Fabio, Kim Petras, Bia, Trina, Natalie Nunn, Drake. I think, no, let me keep my comments to myself. If Ice Spice is fucking with Drake, I hope she getting that nigga for all that bread. Fuck that. Let me see. Asian. Nope, she never followed Asian. But I'm telling you, if you know, you know. Asian doll used to be on Ice Spice photos, liking her photos like crazy. Yo, this game is Asian is dysfunctional in my opinion. Even though I like some of her songs, she's just dysfunctional. What is this shit? Get this stupid ass out of here. How long ago was this posted? Fuck out of here. Anyway, let me go back. Well, I'm on the wrong fucking blog post. Give me a second. All right. So let me go back to the other post from Asian Doll. So that was the first one. And then she said, this is not even half for the real tea, but I don't gotta say much at all. And like I said, this Asian doll style, it been mine. Give me mine, give a damn who said what facts is facts. Y'all been influenced by someone. Y'all be influenced by someone Asian doll inspired. Be for real. Asian doll put them diamonds on your face. Damn. All right. The style that we've seen already before. Okay. If you want to be completely honest too, now it depends on where you grew up around, but I've seen a lot of white girls dressed like that with them huge shoes, with them thick. And let's be completely honest. Let's be fair while we honest, especially if you're from New York, because I know that you've seen a lot of people, and not even just New York. I know that you've seen white girls dressed with them thick ass shoes before in high school or no matter where you was. I know that I've seen that before. I've seen that style before. So I don't know why she said she started that. I'm just a little confused about that. But people are gonna say a number of things. So then Amaretta came out, and I think that this was shady because she knew that the conversation was going on. And she said, I don't know, man. This whole talk with female rappers about stealing aesthetics just made me want to give Rico Nasty her flowers. She not going to say anything because it's not an aesthetic for her. It's an actual lifestyle. It's not just an era for her. It's who she is. What? Somebody said Amaretta messy stay out of it. If you knew she not gonna say nothing, then why speak? She been getting involved in other people's business lately. I'm actually surprised Amaretta and Asian Doll ain't say nothing about fighting it out or whatever. Because I was waiting for Asian Doll to go there, and I thought with Amaretta as much shit as this is why I be saying that the people when they be talking shit on these records, it be for entertainment purposes only. They don't really mean that shit. That's how I personally feel. They don't really mean that shit like that. Because I feel like Asian Doll would have definitely took it there with her because she called her out. Like, you know what I'm saying? So there's so many black girls who ain't famous that dress like this. Puh. And let's keep it real because I'm only saying it from a male's point of view. The white girls dressed like that back in the day. Them huge, damn clunky shoes, the thick ass platform. So, like, come on, you know what I'm talking about. And maybe they were onto something and they, was taking it. And listen, who can really say if it's completely, we know that Harajuku style is one style, but I'm telling you, when I went to school, I would see white girls wearing those damn stockings with them thick ass, platform, whatever you call it, shoes. Yeah. So it's like when you start to think about it, these are literally styles that you've been seeing like your whole life. And maybe you just didn't really understand it or whatever. But yeah. And so Asian Doc confronted Amaretta. And she said, and Amaretta, you dress like my old swag. You just don't want to admit it, girl. Bye. Rico wasn't wearing diamonds in her face. I started that shit and stopped and y'all ran with it. Yeah, but you kind of like hopped on to and listen, she hopped on to, dressing the way that Nicki was dressing too. She just put her spin on it. She said, and now Asian Doll called it a rock star, that she was dressing like a rock star. You got that shit from Nicki, point blank. And Nicki was inspired by somebody as well. And that's why she was dressing like that. So Amaretta said, laughing my ass off. What the fuck, girl? You've been wanting to say this for so long. I have never been in my life used one of your pics for inspo. And when you dressed like that back in 2016, 18, I was wearing hood fits. I started dressing rock star in 2022. What do you think? I went to pull up some throwback pics of you for inspo? I know these grown ass women not arguing over outfits. She gave Rico her flowers without putting other girls down. Some females really just get a kick out of arguing, and you get a kick out of being in the comments. I'm trying to figure out why girls crowing Asian like she ain't started a trend. Girl, people did it before you. You ain't started damn thing, so sit your ass down. I'm trying to figure out why people are crowning Asian like she started a trend. She damn sure didn't start that trend at all. So y'all blame colorism for everything at this point. Some women just have piss poor attitudes, period. I do know Asian Doll is supposed to be coming out with this new single, and it's like, damn, you didn't even really work the first one. Like, you gotta work, you got a record deal now. Let them niggas push that shit. Like, I ain't see that enter in no damn radio charts or nothing like that. Let them niggas promote that shit. Like, what? I ain't even see them. Like, what is it? This is what I'm saying. Like, when people scream this record deal shit, what is the purpose of a record label, right? They're supposed to put you in front of more people, and they're supposed to make things easier for you. You know, they're supposed to give you things that you haven't received before. I haven't seen Asian Doll. Let me go because I ain't look on this chart in a while. Let me just put Asian Doll. She ain't getting no damn radio play. Damn well she ain't getting no radio play. Let's see. Dochi, what it is. Okay. Where's Sexy Red at? I'm just looking at something on the side. I'm just trying to plot and see what's going on. Sexy Red. Oh, she almost made the top 100. All right. So, all right. Yeah. So that was that. And then what happened after that? Let's see. So, and she said, and you messy and weird. Not the queen of messy calling someone messy and the jokes write themselves. I just called you. You ain't answer. Stop writing me, bro. Who knew a tennis skirt and some boots will get the girls out of character? The thing is, Amaretta never once discredited Asian at all. All she did was give Rico flowers, which she should, because the industry sleeps on Rico and never want to give her flowers. Shut the fuck up. I'm sick of these people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the first thing first, Rico and Asian Doll. I personally feel like Rico has a bigger reach than Asian Doll because I feel like more people like her music. I think they might like the way that she raps better. I'm just personally not into that. If you like Rico Nasty, I mean, shout out to you, but that's just not really my thing. But Asian Doll, I just feel like she needs to. I don't know what it is that she need. I don't know if it's her delivery, but I like what she does on some hood shit. But when I be listening to her songs, I don't be listening to them. Be like, could this go? Like, I couldn't hear it playing on the radio. It's just like a cute little moment, like with the or like that. No exposing. It's just like it's like the lyrics, but it's like, is this going to make you stay in the game or is this going to get you far? Like, you got a record deal now, and the fun niggas that was the single, and now she talking about her next single is XYZ. The fun niggas only sitting at almost about 300,000 streams on Spotify. You need to work that motherfucker a little more. You need to work it a little more. I mean, look at somebody like Scar Lip. She did all of that. How many views Scar Lip got on Spotify? Let me see how many views Scar Lip got on Spotify now, but it's probably like a half a million. That's why I think Cardi ain't do that remix with her because it wasn't big enough. And she's like, damn, I'm gonna have to pull the weight of all of this. Scar Lip. See something real quick. Scar Lip. See how many streams get the F out New York got. She got 143. She got 792. See what I'm saying? She ain't even crack a million streams on that yet. If that song that's a local record also. Cause how many people gonna be screaming that in Texas and California? Get the fuck out of New York. Nah, it ain't really gonna do that. She did the This Is Cali. They only got 176,000 streams. So no, no. Where's her biggest market? New York City, Toronto, Brooklyn, Philadelphia, Atlanta. Damn. She gonna need something else. Scarlett, she gonna need something real soon. And I be seeing her promote that shit. So I be seeing her still promoting that song. So I don't know what's gonna happen with that with her. Um, so she said she just called her blase blah, all this bullshit, right? Yo, you know what's so crazy to me? I promise you. sometimes I be trying to like back off of like not really back off of the things that I be really wanting to do because I should have just made my video and uploaded it. But I sometimes I just really just be wanting to come and chit chat. But I don't know. Like sometimes it's like I be feeling like with the lower tier female rappers, like the arguments just be so petty. Like it'd be petty sometimes too with the mainstream as well, but it just be like petty shit. Like you really mad over some damn boots and some style that you didn't even start the style. Hold on. Was that it? I think that was it. Let me go to the neighborhood talk and see if they had anything over there that I wanted to pre through. But yeah, Asian Doll is definitely in her feelings. She's definitely in her feelings. She unfollowed Ice Spice. So that's done. You know, she had a video on her page. She had a video on her page singing Princess Diana without Nicki in it. And now all of a sudden it's gone. And the follow is gone off of the page as well. Let me see. Reed claims that Dwight Howard responded. Anyway, so let's see. I wanted to see this. Beyonce's half brother Nixon 13 asks why the singer doesn't love him. This is so wrong for them to do that. Why they do that? This is terrible. Neighbors, get into this. Beyonce's half brother Nixon, Matthew Knowles' son, questioned why his big sister Beyonce doesn't love him. Claims his mother Alexandria Wright is an executive, and claims his mother Alexandria Wright in an exclusive interview with the Sun. For those who don't know, Nixon is the product of an affair between Matthew and Canadian actress. Shockingly, the boy has never met Matthew or Beyonce. See here, but come on, he don't even claim. Wright told the U.S. Sun, he asked, why doesn't the person love me? Asked and about Beyonce and added, Nixon has never had a luxury of being a normal child, being related to someone famous smothers kids like him, and they lose their identity. I doubt it. This sounds like an attention ploy. What's crazy about this is that Wright and her son live 10 miles from his famous big sis. Wright, a global collective CEO, and son Nixon live in a 5-bedroom LA home. She said, I think Beyonce is a lovely person and she has never done anything to harm me. I don't want anything from them. I just want my son to be free and to have a happy life. She says it's hard for her to remain quiet, but is hopeful that her son and his half sibling can connect in the future. I think she went about this wrong because you're going to push a person further away. And if Matthew ain't fucking with them, I remember I met him one time too when I was at this what was that place called? And I was downtown Houston for New Year's. He was really in and out though. I think that they were trying to like get a table, and I think what happened was is they came in and I don't think they set up reservations or whatever. Where was that place at that we was having? We went there for the New Year's party and they had like this DJ that was playing like the European music, and I didn't really like it, but I just went with some people, so I made it the best. What was the name of that place? I can't even remember the name of it, but yeah, he was in there with some girl. I don't think it was her though. Um, she said that I tell him fame does not equal happiness, so never convey what someone else has. She said Nixon is constantly harassed at schools about if Beyonce is his half sibling or not. Y'all think he harassed, or do y'all think that he gets harassed, or do you think that she's making it more than what it really is? Like, let me know what you think about that. I think that she's making it more than what it really is. Like, shut that ass up. I just hate when people do that. Like, well, his last name is probably Knowles, but how many kids do you know? Let me just say this to you, right? I feel like people be lying. And she did this interview and she's judging this shit up just to try to make it sound more juicier. I think what happens is that she wants to embarrass Beyonce. And this is the wrong way to do. I'm telling you, you shouldn't have got her attention that way. Maybe she should have uploaded a video with him singing a song or something, I don't know what they could have did to get her attention. But the thing is, you shouldn't have to get anybody's attention. If a person wants to fuck with you and they want you around or whatever the case may be, honestly, if you want to be frank, it's the father's responsibility. And also, let me tell you this too, right? I don't know how often or how frequent Beyonce sees her dad. It's the father's responsibility. Then also, you have to remember, Beyonce is loyal to her mother. She's not about to go sit around over there. Like, I hate to say that that's wrong, right? Let me tell you something. I remember when I was younger, even though my mother and father wasn't together, I hated when my dad would pick me up and he would bring me to like other women's house. And I would always just be very minimal with them. Like, even though my mom and dad wasn't together, it's like, why you couldn't do this shit on your own? Like, you want to bring me like along with you and shit like that. Yo, you know what's so crazy? Also, side note, y'all remember that story with Blueface when Blueface that shit had happened where his son was in the pantry and he was asking him like if he was gay or not, right? Yo, that situation didn't happen to me, but I remember something that had this is how I should have known early on that my father, like, I don't know. So anyway, I was like 14 years old, right? And we was going to this car dealership and my father was trying to get something, either get his car fixed or something like that, right? So outside of the car dealership, it was this white, fat, out of shape prostitute, right? And I can't believe that my dad even asked me. He was like, "Oh, you want to get your dick sucked?" And I'm like, "Nigga, first and foremost, back like you don't even know what this person had. Why would you ask your son if he wants to get his dick sucked by a fucking prostitute, sloppy, fat, white? Like, are you crazy?" Like, that shit opened my eyes up back then. I said, "No, what the fuck is wrong with you?" That shit was so weird. And listen, I think that a lot of dads, and my father is from the South, so I'm starting to think if maybe that's the norm. And you got to realize they did come from them days of like buying P word and all of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like, nah, that shit is not cool to me. Let me tell you something. I've been around a lot in my life. I have my uncle, my father used to have a store. My uncle would get chicks. Let me tell you something. My uncle would get little prosties off the streets. He would bring them in the back of that store, and you just hear screaming in the back of the store. And then the girl just walk out mad. She got her money, she's sleazy, whatever the case may be. But that's the way of life. Nah, I was around that. Why would I want my experience as a 14-year-old to be getting come on? Come on. Like, nah, I'm sorry you went through that. That's trauma right there. That's what I'm saying. But imagine if I didn't feel though as though that I could tell him no. I used to always talk back to my father though. See, I was never really scared of my parents, and I think that's why I'm so kind of like fearless now. But I remember one time my dad, like we was about to, he was about to fuck us up for something. I don't know what it was, because we would get in trouble for the stupidest things. He would come and check on the house. He had a key to the house, so he'd be like, "Oh, you didn't make your bed this morning, so when you go," this nigga would do the most fucked up shit. He would come to the school and tell you that you getting fucked up after school, so you would be thinking like, "Oh man, I was rushing, I didn't make my bed, now I'm getting my ass whipped when I get home." Now when you get home, it's like, what? Come on. My mother never did no shit like that. She was too busy. But my father, he was an asshole growing up. He was very like, just he tried to be strict and adamant about shit. And some of it does still stay with me now, but I also knew at a young age, like, nigga, you didn't even finish fucking high school. So how the fuck you gonna tell me about anything? Like, you talking about coming home and getting like a 87 in English, you'd be like, "Oh, it's not good enough. It's not an A plus." I understand the push, but you didn't even fucking graduate high school. So how the fuck you going? And I'm telling you, I knew that at the age of 12, 13. I'm like, you didn't even fucking finish school. How the fuck you gonna tell me about, nigga, back that shit up. Back that shit up. Like, nah. I couldn't wait till I turned 18 so I could talk back to my father the way that I wanted to. And I did that shit too. I couldn't wait. I'm telling you, I couldn't wait to do it. I couldn't, because see, he just needed to know some things. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sorry, your father is to be respected, but he's toxic. Yeah, we all have toxic situations. We all have toxic family members. But I'm telling you, I couldn't wait to turn. I don't know what it is. Did y'all go through that? If you like, if you in your 30s, early 40s, did you ever go through that? I don't know what it was in my mind. I just felt like being 18, I'm just going to say what I want to. And he could have really fucked me up too. But I just remember when I first got my North Face in the early 2000s, he was like, "Why would you get a coat that costs $500?" Oh, I couldn't wait to go. I said, "Why are you worried about a jacket you didn't even buy?" I'm telling you, I caught him by, yeah, yeah. He was shocked. And he was like, "You know what? I don't even got to speak to you." And I don't think we spoke for like a year or so, right? And that's when I developed the situation where I cannot speak to anybody. Because if I could not speak to my dad, I could not speak to you. And I know that that might be a toxic trait, but listen, that's my father. If I cannot speak to him, I could cut you off with ease. I'm telling you, a lot of y'all don't think about it. And I know that these might be toxic traits, But let me tell you something. It's protected me from people who are toxic. So if I feel like you do something to me that I don't like, listen, this might be the last time you ever speak to me. You may not ever have no access to me, and you might do a number of things to try to get my attention, and I'm never going to cling to it ever at all. Because the biggest worry about me is what's going on in front of me. Now, if you're in front of me and if you're an impeding threat in front of me, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit you talking. But until you are a threat in my path, that shit don't mean nothing to me. So this is why it's so easy. Like I'm telling you, I definitely 100% believe in ghosting. I know y'all might think that this is wrong. I believe in ghosting people, especially when you meet them early on. And yeah, ghost they motherfucking ass. Because the thing is, especially with women, y'all got to give too many reasons. Like you can't just stop talking to a person. You got to give them a reason. And you want closure and you want this and that. My friend gave me the best advice years ago. I'm telling you, with shit that people tell me, I'm one of those people who soak up knowledge. She said, learn to move on without closure. Closure is what holds people, and closure is what makes people. And and as I noticed as I got older, that shit annoys me because then I'll have women as friends, and they'd be like, "Yeah, I just want to know, I just want my closure. I just want my closure. I just want my closure." It's like a broken record, like you heard this shit in a song or somewhere. Niggas don't got to give you closure. They cheated on your ass and they abandoned you. You don't think that's the enough closure? You was the one who didn't pay attention to the signs, and it goes both ways with male and with men and women. It goes both ways. So no, I don't need no motherfucking closure. If I talk to you today, let me tell you something. I'm gonna be honest with you and open to an extent, right? I remember I was talking to this person, and one of my cheat codes with people is that I listen, I don't give a fuck what you say. We all are judgmental because we know what we want in our life and we know what we don't. I was talking to this person, just very free, whatever, and I figured out through the conversation that they was just like not even more sexually advanced, but they was just too much out there sexually for me. And I'm one of those people like, listen, I love sex. Sex is amazing. I love intimacy and all of that, right? But some people got them itches and they got them cups that can't be full. If you one of those people, like I can't fill your cup. You need something more. You need something more than me, and I can't give you what you need. And I'm very good at identifying that early on. Like, nah, I can't give you what you need. Especially, you got to realize this. I'm not trying to like slut shame, hoe shame, or nothing. But if you speaking to a person and they told you within the past year that they were with like 30 people, I'm not trying to dish you or nothing, but you're not for me. You're not for me. If you were with 30 people in 1 year, 30 people was in that hole in 1 year, 30 people was in there, 30 people was up in there, 30 people inserted. You ain't for me. That's not for me. That's not what I want. That's not what I want around me. And I'm telling you, I felt so bad because let me tell you something, baby. You know how we talking right now? I was talking to this person and they told me that. I said, when this phone hang up, they ain't never gonna hear from me again. What the fuck I need to speak to them for again? We spoke like for 2 days. There's nothing else to talk about. But people get caught up like, oh no, I can't just cut them off, baby. Let me tell you something about life. We are beings just like, and I'm not comparing us to like insects or anything, but you know how you see an insect, sometimes you never see them again, or whatever the case may be. We are all beings in this existence. Some people you're going to talk to, some people you not. I don't owe nobody no motherfucking conversation. I don't. And this is where people like you let people into too much shit too early on. That person didn't know where I lived at. That person, but I feel like with women, the way y'all get fucked up in a lot of situations is you meet a nigga today. Now he know you live on Pearl Street. He know the building you live in. This nigga ain't date you outside the house. He know exactly where your apartment is. So now if you want to cut the nigga off, he gonna get psycho and crazy. Like, oh, what if she fucking with another nigga? Then next thing you know, he trying to take you out on some crazy shit. Stop telling people where you live at. Get Google Voice phone numbers because people is weird as fuck. They try to search your phone number and do shits like that. I'm telling you, just be careful. You got to keep people at arm's length. And sometimes you got to fucking manipulate to get the information that you want. I'm very good at it. You know that I'm a talker, right? I'll be very comfortable in the conversation and let you think that I'm okay if that you drug abuse or whatever. I'm going to get the data that I fucking want. I had this conversation on this channel before. Oh, I'm going to get the data that I want. I'm going to get the information that I want. Very easy going. Yeah. So, what you think about cocaine? I might even say that I tried it. I know y'all might think that this is wrong. I've never tried cocaine. I might even say it, but I'm gonna open your ass up and I'm gonna get that data. I'm gonna get the data because it don't make no sense for me to keep you around me. For what reason? For what? Nope. I'm sorry. The way that you think is very important to me. It's very, even to my friends. I'm telling you, I'm a pain in the ass. Like I was telling one of my homeboys, minding my business. Thank you. I appreciate that for the 49.99 super chat. Minding my business. Thank you so much. Thanks for the support. Shout out to all of my new subscribers on my channel because, yo, like, I appreciate all of y'all. Shout out to my returning subscribers. Yo, I'm going to get the motherfucking data that I want to. Telling you, trust me, I've been doing this shit for too long. And you ever hear, like, are you one of those people where people, you don't even know them like that and they end up telling you your business and stuff like that? I'm one of those people. And, I give people good advice when sound. I try to give them the most sound advice, from my own experience and from things that I've learned or things that I've learned from people who I trust, like vetted sources. But yeah, I'm gonna find out who's been naughty and nice sooner or later. I'm telling you, you can't. You only can hide, but for so long. Nope. Nah, I identify that quick. I'm telling you, that's one of my biggest things. I see what type of self-control a person has. A person who has multiple, and I hate to say it, but if you're with multiple people constantly with sex and you just into shit like that, that's not for me. Mm-mm. And I know that it's possible to find somebody who's not like that because I was with someone who wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to worry about none of that shit. You got an itch that I can't scratch. You got a cup that I can't fill, and I'm not going to try to fill that motherfucker at all. I'm gonna keep living my life amazingly, and I'm going to get what's mine. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get what's mine when that time is due. But shit. I think that what it is that you have to be amazing on your own because if you one of those lonely ass motherfuckers, you attract anybody into your life because you just want that bed. You want that bed warm. You just want somebody to be there, and you inviting the fucking devil in to your house. You don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't give a fuck what you say. That's crucial. The right partner is definitely crucial because that could change your life. And then especially with me, let me tell you this too, right? This might not work for you, but I am about to get out of here because I've been here an hour, right? An hour already. But I want to tell you this, right? A lot of people see, I think it's the mind frame of a man versus like, a woman. I feel like women, y'all try to like please people and shit like that, right? So I told like my coworker, she was taking out all her birthday stuff today, right? She was taking down the balloons or whatever, and she was like, "Oh my god, I don't want to pop the balloon." Like work was getting out. She said, I don't want to pop the balloon because it's just gonna whatever. I said, you doing that? I said, I don't know what it is with y'all. I said, give me them damn balloons. I took my keys and I popped all them shits. I said, with women, I noticed that, and I learned this from my friend Tanya again. She said, women, you taught to be small, be quiet, whatever the case may be. And she was like, no, I want to be large. I want to be a force to be reckoned with or whatever. And that shit kind of inspired me when she said that. I'm telling you, this woman has told me so much stuff years ago that it still lives with me today. And I try to like tell women that who, I don't need that because I already have a large personality and I'm gonna do. But with her, she was doing that shit so slowly. I said, I said, stop being, I said, you need to like take up space. Like, let it be known that you here. Not saying that you gotta be popping the balloons all hard, but pop them shits. Pop them. Like she annoyed me today. She know it. And I be straight raw with that shit too. Um, what's been her? Oh, okay. That was something somebody on you on Twitter. Yo, I be so overwhelmed with Twitter sometimes, but yeah, but she was trying to pop the balloons all slow, all quiet and shit. I said, pop them damn balloons. Like, what the fuck? I don't know. I feel like I was gonna tell y'all something, but I forgot that quick. What was I gonna say? Oh, what was I gonna say? I can't think of it, but yeah, I'm gonna get that information one way or another. Yeah, I am because I got to save my life. And I don't want the wrong person in my life. I don't want the wrong friend in my life. Yeah, I am the friend that talks mad shit. If I feel like you need to get your shit right, then don't be my motherfucking friend no more. I'm gonna constantly talk shit. If I feel like you need to better your health, what you want? Let me tell you something. And this is my one friend. They had that jab. They got high blood pressure. I'd be like, yo, and the way that you treating yourself, I said, every day we speak, I said, one day and y'all gonna think this is wrong. I said one day, I don't know. It's like when they don't answer the phone, or if I text them in the morning and it get to be like 10 o'clock and I ain't hear from them, like, yo, I don't know if you was dead in that apartment or anything. I don't know that. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't. And yeah, I'm gonna try to push all my friends to be better. So if you don't want me to be your motherfucking friend, then don't keep me around. And I be telling them that too. I swear to God, my one friend, he told me, he said, "Yo, you talk mad shit, but we've been friends since 2018." I said, "Why the fuck you keep? Why you keeping me around then? Obviously, you like something about it." I'm telling you, I be inspiring people, and I don't even be trying to inspire them for bullshit. I don't. And it was like before when I was smoking weed, my friend like, "Well, how the fuck you talking about me smoking cigarettes? You smoke weed." Now that that's off the table, it's like there's no argument no more. You know what I'm saying? I just want people to do their best and to be better. Like that's all I want. The people who are around me. So that's dope. Nothing wrong with that. But we prepared. But be prepared not to like what everyone. Which obviously you don't care. Yeah, I don't care. I don't fucking care. So let me tell you this also before I get up off of here, right? Friday, I had like a bad day at work because my supervisor, she pissed me off, right? She pissed me off on Friday because I be feeling like she be trying to take little shortcuts to not get work done. And so she told me to do something that didn't make any sense. I'm not even gonna get into it, but she told me to do something that made no sense in regards to what I was talking about. And she kind of got smart with me in the message. Like, if you listen to what I said, I was like, what? So she came over to my area, and I'm telling you, my body language was on fire. And I just said, compose yourself, right? I went home over the weekend thinking about it. I said, damn, I got to see this lady on Monday, and I just don't really feel like it. Like, I just don't feel like her. I can't wait to transfer up out of this department because I'm about to go. I'm trying to get into this HR position, but I said, yeah, I'm about to get up out of here and whatever. So today, I'm walking out the garage, and who's walking? It's her. And inside of me, I didn't want to speak, but she said, good morning. And I just let it go because I said, you know what? At the end of the day, I'm not a full time entrepreneur anymore. I do need to be comfortable in my job. And while inside of me, I still felt a way. I felt like my emotional intelligence just pushed me to say, just push through because you don't want this to be uncomfortable. Like, I don't, I'm probably going to be in that department for a few more months until I transfer because it's definitely in the works. But I had to, and you know what? I also did some self help too. Like this weekend, I was looking up how to like manage a boss that you don't like. And it was just saying like, it told me a lot of stuff online a lot of things that I read, and it just kind of helped me to push through because I wanted to be petty as fuck. But that was the old me. That was the 25-year-old me that would I did get fired from one job because a manager didn't like me because I didn't, at that point when I was 25, I didn't see the importance of building relationships with people that you work with. I felt as though, okay, this is my job. I'm going to come to work and do my job, and I don't got to fucking talk to you. That's how, I used to be so raw, but I grew up. Like, I don't know. I think it's when I turned 30. It's like I started to grow up and I realized that I did lose that job because they didn't like me because I would come to work and I would do my job. Let me tell you something. I got fired from this one data entry job. Let me tell you, they hired me specifically because the person was messing up on the job function, right? So they hired me to process these applications and stuff, right? I think it was like child support. It was child support, direct deposit payments, right? So they hired me because this one person was messing up and I had did really good on the test or whatever. It was like another job that was within my full-time job. But check this out. I got fired within 6 months and I disputed it because I was just like, wow. I said, this person was messing up on this thing and I made two mistakes and you fired me and you put this person on another task, but you didn't give me the opportunity to do another task. But guess what? They didn't fucking like me. And it's an at will employer. So they don't got to give you a fucking chance. And that just really, even though I fought it for a little while, I let it go because I said, ultimately, I did that. I used to come to work and not speak. New York with New Yorkers, we could be rude. We can just be rude. I used to come to work. They would be like, oh, no talking. And then I would just be on some smart shit. But I was 25 years old then. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was extra on that shit. Like, what? Like, fuck y'all motherfuckers. Like, what? Come to work, not speak. And they'd be like, damn, he didn't speak. And I would hear them talking like, nope, fuck that. I'm here to get this money. But ultimately, it hindered me because they didn't like me. They ain't like me. Lesson learned, exactly. So you got to play the game. So I could have seen my boss in the garage today and not spoke to her ass, and then she would have came upstairs. I'm telling you, she could have stuck it to me. And you know how it is with. And I hate to say it, but some women in positions they can give you a hard time. So I didn't do that. I still was typing to her all day or whatever. And I was talking about that on Twitter, and some people was like, "Oh no." Your emotions are yours. I know it, but it doesn't help you in the world unless you're a full-time entrepreneur and you're doing things that don't rely on other people. I think you have to watch your attitude because that shit will hinder you. But I do feel well when people don't interact with you because they think you mean, right? They do be thinking that about me too, but sometimes I'm just quiet. I gotta act differently around passive aggressive Karen and jealous mammies. Dude. Ice Spice should get a new look and see what they gonna say then. Yeah. I wish she had some new looks because I'm tired of her wearing that skirt up her ass because I can't put it in no thumbnails. Everything she turned around with the cheeks showing. You calm down a lot after your 20s. I notice every bitch at my job has a horrible relationship or they can't get a man. Dude. You're very wise, LeBron. I try to be. Trust me. I be wanting to be petty and shit sometimes, but I like when I seen her, I'm telling you, you want to know what? I'm gonna admit this to you, and she's seen it. It didn't even make sense what I did, but I felt like it was my emotions like trying to like fight through. When I seen her, I took my AirPods out. Imagine this. We're walking into the job to get to our area. Why are you putting your AirPods on? Because I was gonna ignore her ass. I swear to God. And by the grace of God, it broke through to me. It said, "Speak." And I said, "Good morning." She was with somebody else though, so it was a buffer. But she spoke to me, and it took. I'm telling you, I just fought it, and I had, like I said, I did the little self help over the weekend and reading stuff about managers who you don't like or whatever. My issue with her was that I feel as though that she's lazy, and this person called in, and we needed some information to process, their benefits with the insurance company, and she was trying to tell me that we needed something else, which we don't, and I said, you know what? At the end of the day, when this person provides the information she told me to get, and they call back and they try to figure out why their benefits is not set up, it's gonna fall back on her. That's how I had to that's the only way I got over it because she gave wrong information. That's the only way that I got over it. I said, you know what? Let this go. She told you that to tell them this. Let them know that information. And when that person be stuck in a loop and they call back cursing and mad, she's gonna get it. And the notes is gonna be there that you listen, it's gonna show that I was going back and forth with her, but in a professional way. And she sent me the message in the messenger, like, if you would have looked at, I said, oh shit. Then she came over in my area and didn't make eye contact. I was like, oh yeah, fuck you. Fuck you. But then I thought about it. This is my job. You know, I gotta make the best of, what it is. So anyway, it's 10:50. I really wanted to be on here till 10:30. So let me read a few more of these comments and I'm definitely about to get out of here. Yes, I remember his story. Yup, that's what I thought too. Well, you say Ken the Man gonna have people out here thinking she trans. Ken the Man, she did a remix to what's that girl name? I can't think of her name. I don't want to say her name. You are literally describing why I'm not friends with people no more. They don't be having no standards. Yeah, and it's so hard, yo. I be wanting my friend, like one of my homeboys. I be like, yo, like you need to get your shit together. I thank God for my friend Lester when I moved here to Houston. I thank God, like, yo, let me tell you something. Living in New York, you'll be around a lot of niggas that the only thing they care about is the next sneaker release. They don't give a fuck about having no house. They don't go to no events like that. I'm telling you, you'll be caught up in the loop, like worry about the next sneaker release. I'm telling you, I changed so much living here in Houston. Like I still have my things that I love, but I changed as a person, and I feel like I changed for the better. I'm not stuck up in the loop-de-loo, like yo, just trying to I was actually proud of myself. I remember the other day I got these new shirts that I bought, and I was like, "Ooh, I need a white pair of Air Max." I said, "No, you're gonna take those fucking sneakers, and because I got a white pair of New Balance like 550s that I bought." And I just wore them and I didn't like clean them or anything. I said, nope, you about to put them shits through a wash cycle and let them shits air dry. And I'm so happy I wore them shits today. And they look so clean. I'm so used to just spending money and just I don't know. I'm just happy that I moved from New York because a lot of things changed with me the way that I see stuff. So I'm not caught in that trap of just trying to like get new sneakers and just do it's so much more to life. I like having money in my bank account and not being stressed out and just being good. Like that feels better. That's the best feeling ever, honestly, to me. So let's see. Let me scroll down to the bottom and then I'm gonna get up out of here. What's up, Low Keys Lounge? Yeah, she's so pretty. She's so freaking pretty. Used to get yelled at so bad for blessing Foxy. Oh, let me see. Kai Dollar. That's why I gotta get out of here too. And that's why I love you, because we made it out of that New York mentality. Yeah. You got to. And listen, let me tell you something. I feel so bad for this one girl who I follow her on Twitter. She's always posting all this healthy food and stuff. And I feel like in New York, things are so expensive. Like, yo, I just feel like New York is not right. You don't get your money's worth. You subjugated to like a lot of bullshit depending on where you live at, and it's just not right. In the South, yeah, you got shit everywhere, but I feel like you just live better. I feel like I just, it's a better lifestyle. Like my mom right now, she's renting an apartment, and for $1,700, she should have a way better place. It's like, it's just, you get so much more for your money down here. I know you hear people say that a lot. I remember even years and years ago, Nicki even said that. She said, get out of New York. She said, you get so much more for your money. And that's before when she was staying in a damn apartment. You do get so much more for your money. Like, man, yo, now that I had a 2 bedroom apartment for the past 2-3 years, I could never go back to a 1 bedroom. I could never do it. Yo, you get a 2 bedroom down here for like for 12, $1,300. In New York, that should be like what? 2,000 plus. Ain't no way. And then you got to eat on top of it. Then you want to have some sort of a social life. Then down here, they be having a nice brunch places and shit like that. I haven't been to brunch in a while, but I'm gonna go probably. I don't know. I'm going home next month, so I'm trying to make sure that I hit my marks. So I don't know. I'll figure something out. But I'm going home next month, so I'm definitely gonna stop in New York City. Yes, 2 bedrooms. See, I live so much better in South. Oh, you live in South Carolina now. Wow, I didn't know you moved from New York. That's good. No, 1 bedroom in New York is 2,500, and then you subjugate it. You know how I felt so bad about people in New York, right? You could live in New York City and make $50,000. No, you could live in upstate New York, make $50,000 a year, and that's you doing good. You live in New York City making 50,000, you making 25, 20,000. That's how it is. And the fucked up thing about it is you got to work extra hard, because then you might live in a building where you subjugated to somebody who might rob you from you coming home from work, or going to work or whatever. You never know what's going to be on the other side of that damn elevator. I feel like that now. Shit, even when I be coming home now, I be like, yo, I always got that feeling like I be ready to fight. I don't know why. It'll just never leave me. And this is why I know that I just have to move. Like, I live in a decent area, but I just need to move like where I really want to be. Like, ultimately, I do want to live in a gated community. So I need to make that happen, and I'm going to make it happen. But I don't know I'm just kind of undecided, like as far as like where I want I don't even want to call it forever, but I do want to buy a home. But I want to live in a gated community. And the areas that I really love in Texas is, I love the Richmond area. I love Richmond. I don't know why, but I really love it out there. It's a good vibe out there. I do like Humble too, but I don't want to be all the way out there, all the way up fucking 45. I don't want to be all the way out there, that motherfucker. Mm-mm. I want to live like in Cyprus, or I want to live like in Richmond. Yeah, and I want to have like, because I love those communities over there. Oh, that's where, what's his name? Ace, what's that guy name who just brought Sexy Red out? Because when I had my business, his family, they ordered from my business. What's that guy name? Travis Scott. Yo, when I tell you that mansion that they live in, you probably could YouTube it and look up Travis Scott Fat Father's mansion. That shit is crazy. When I went there, I remember this is when I was delivering. His father had like a police officer outside on deck 24/7. And this is before I knew who house it was. I said, why is it a police officer? And this nigga was watching me like a hawk. He was watching me like a hawk, yo. And then for something told me like, Google, who the fuck is this? And I said, oh shit, that was Travis Scott father. And he ordered a few times after that, but I haven't been out there or shipped out there in a while. But yeah, South has fresh. Yeah, this girl that I'll follow on YouTube, just Jazzy. She's moving from Brooklyn, East New York, to the South, and her kids love it so much already. She says she don't even want to come back to New York. I'm telling you, a lot of New Yorkers is opting out of New York. It just doesn't make sense. All of the food is expensive. It's like it's just too much going on. And I'm telling you, you deserve that better quality of life within this lifetime. You deserve peace of mind. You deserve quietness. You deserve that shit. It's so serene. Like I love to just be. I love peaceful situations. No, you said no around our landlord's acting up. It used to be 700 for 2 bedrooms. It used to be. Yeah, you're right. For certain places, right? I like the Carolinas. Texas is so hot. I love it though. You must be on tippy toes over there. In the Midwest at my bedroom, let's see, in the Midwest, my 2 bedroom finished basement townhouse. Oh no, I ain't living in no motherfucking basement. Not saying you said it's a basement townhouse, finished 2 bedroom finished basement. Oh no, 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 no. I don't like living in no motherfucking basement. And I know that basements be really nice because I've been in some apartments, but I'm telling you, me personally, because if it floods, baby, you gonna get it first. I don't like no basement apart. I don't know what it is. I just don't like it. I feel like the boogeyman is gonna be down in that motherfucker. I don't know why. I don't like no basement motherfucking apartment. I don't know why, low keys. It don't have nothing to do with you. I'm just saying that because that's how I feel. Every time I remember I would go in New York and look at an apartment, we would be, and this is what the conversation would be like. Like I would say, oh, it's a basement. Nope. Nope. And then I don't know what it is, but when you go in them basement apartments, they be having this smell inside of it. Like, I don't know if it was just a New York thing, because it's like everything just settles at the bottom and then the pests and stuff get in at the base. Oh, no. Mm-mm. I don't like basements, but I do understand that basements can be really, really nice. 1 bedroom used to be $300 to $500, depending on what area. Everything bigger in Texas is our model. Right. But you know what? Do you? Oh, I do like. Yeah, I do like Katy, but I'm not in love with it like I like Richmond. I like Richmond. Like, yeah. When I go to Richmond, I just be wanting to go into the HEB and just like I don't know. When I used to go deliver out there, I still go out there because my Sam's Club that has all of the things that I need for my business is out that way. So yeah, I like Richmond, Texas. Richmond, Texas. I like a lot of the gated communities. Also, I do like Siena, Texas too. That's right, like not too far from me. I like Siena. They got some nice gated communities over there though too. So yeah, I'm about to put my plan in motion. I'm just trying to figure out like where I want to be at, for the long run. So I'm learning new skills lately, learning how to do wigs, resume reviewer, etc. It's always good to have different flows of revenue. Exactly. Exactly. Um, Hi, Laron. I just wanted to let you know I am on the other side of the world in the Philippines, and we're of two every different culture. But I learned a lot from listening to you every day. Love it. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Momo. Shout out to the Philippines. Oh, you in Cyprus or Fulshire? Oh, hell no. I would never. Fulshire? Is Fulshire out by that other little city out there? I don't like none of that country shit. But Cyprus, I love Cyprus. I seen some nice ass houses out in Cyprus. Mm-hmm. Nah, he really stole ASAP identity because you dead was about to call him ASAP. I don't know why I was gonna call him that though. All them little towns have hidden gems. Rates ridiculous now though. You follow her now too. Let me get up out of here before I end up. It's almost 11 o'clock, and I need to make my video. So I was in Carswell, Texas, but I never saw it. I could see half of wow. Yes, I'm in Cyprus. I like Cyprus. Cyprus is cool, and they have they have a good school district. Cyprus and Jersey Village, is that like close together too? My coworker live in Jersey Village, and she keep trying to get me to move out here, but she don't realize that when I came to Texas, I came to the South Side. So I started off in Fresno, and then I moved to Siena, and then after Siena, I moved into the city of Houston, and I hated it. I hated it where I lived at. I just don't like to live in the city. I like to live in the outskirts, honestly, to be honest with you. And even though I only live about 10 to 15, I live about 15 minutes from the city. I like it better. I always like that. I just feel like the outskirts is just a little bit better, even though they still be having their bullshit out there too. But I like the outskirts. I'm in North Carolina but Florida is my goal. Yeah, I was born in Baltimore, but I would never live there. Yeah, you definitely got out of there. I don't know what part of Baltimore you from, but my family lived near Madawan Mall, and I remember every time we used to go over there, they used to always try to tell us like, "Be careful." We would walk to the 7-Eleven. Baltimore is definitely, it get turned up out there. But I wish I could stay longer, but I'm getting ready to leave. I hope y'all be blessed. Make sure that you subscribe. I don't feel like I really want to keep this live because I feel like we talked about the Asian doll thing, but it was more so I really wanted to come and chit chat about the health. And am I wrong for trying to push my friend to be better? Because my friend keep trying to tell me like, oh, you trying to tell me what to do, but what do you do? See, if I was having a conversation with like my other friend who she takes care of herself and like tries to do the right things or whatever, the conversation would flow. But I feel like I'm constantly being met with resistance. Like, no, I'm trying to tell you to do more. So take advantage of your life so that you can be here for the long run. You trying to die at age 50? Nah, like, nah, I just want people to do better. And maybe I am being a little bit forceful. Maybe I'll try to look up some videos on that too. Like, am I being a forceful friend? But I could see if I'm trying to get you to do drugs or if I'm trying to get you to, you know, do self-abusing behaviors, but I'm actually trying to tell you like take advantage of your life. Like, yo, this is how I know that, especially with me, that I'm getting older, because it's corny as fuck. You might think that this is corny. Like, I would probably walk around the parking lot where I live at, but I don't really think that I live in a good place where I would want to walk on the streets. My friend, yo, he live not only do he live in a nice ass apartment building in Houston, but he lives near Westheimer. I would be walking up and down Westheimer. He lives right near the fucking Galleria Mall. Why ain't you hitting these streets? There ain't no reason why you ain't getting no exercise. And I said, you know what? I said, you're going to think about this years from now. You're going to say, he was right. He was right. I be telling that to people too, but I be trying to tell them that so hopefully they move and do what I want them to do. But it's something good that I'm trying to tell you. I say, years from now, you're going to say, he was right. You live right in the fucking Galleria. So number one, you're blessed enough to even be able to pay this rent over here. Number two, you live in a walking fucking area. I will be walking up and down that motherfucker all day, like all day. Come on, you get off work at like you get off early. Like, it's no reason why you don't get no exercise in. Then you and it's like every time I be feeling like, yo, then it's like he make good money, but it's like every time I hit him up, like, yo, what you doing? Oh, none. I'm just at home. Like, I'm like, yo, why you ain't this is the stuff that you shouldn't have to tell people, though. I'm telling you. And then black men, they like see the women in the chat, they be understanding it, and they be the ones who be like trying to like enact the change in their life. But the men, they don't want to change. You be stuck in your ways, and you don't want nobody to tell you what to do. I don't jog outside. You don't gotta jog, but at least walk, you know? I just love Florida weather and beaches, 4 seasons like North Carolina. Do what feels right. All right. Yep, you're right about that, Jenny. Military family, and yes, the mall is ghetto as fuck. Target just left him a few years ago because of a major theft. Damn. Yep. Shout out to Baltimore. I know where that 7-Eleven is in Modellon Mall. Always salute. Yup, my family lived right across the street from there. And my family, like, they used to have, yo, them is some old ass houses. And I tell you, my mom used to think we were so disrespectful. She would bring us to Baltimore and we would be in that house. And ever since we was little kids, we knew that they had mice. So we would sleep in the van. And my mother would be like, y'all better be careful sleeping in the van in Baltimore. But my mother was one of those, you gotta realize she's an older lady. So she feels as though it's respectful. So I don't give a fuck. We was disrespectful 80s, 90s kids. I'm not staying in no motherfucking house with no mice running around this bitch. We used to be on their porch in the middle of the night in Baltimore, looking in the door and watching the mice run over the floor. Like, what? Nah, we took them keys and we would be right in my mother van with New York plates. That was we could have, I don't know. Thank God nothing happened, but yeah, yep. Yeah, we was definitely sleeping in that van because we wasn't staying in that house. And my mother, she was one of those ones. You ever see a person that's like this when they go and stay at their family house? Oh, they want to go and get into bed with their cousin, or they want to go upstairs and just make you feel like, oh, you right at home. Oh no, I wasn't doing that. Nope. I don't care how you feel. Let me tell you something. I stayed at my cousin's house in the 90s near my house. Like, they lived right around the corner. And I remember my brother wanted to stay the night so bad because we didn't stay out. He went to sleep when he was over there. I'm telling you, I stayed up until the morning time. I seen roaches crawling all over everywhere. I said, oh no, I'm not going to sleep. Nope. And so when that sun came up, I got right out of that house and walked home. Fuck out of here. Some of us can't help it, but listen, Yep, the mall right around the Drew Hill Park. Yep, you right about that. All day, I do Broadway. Invite him to the gym with you. Just keep inviting him, even if he turns you down. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. 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 All right, y'all. Be blessed. I'm about to get up out of here. This is your boy LaRon, female rap elite. Peace.